I know. So they're just telling me that they want to, I don't know who it is, if it's Our Lady or what, I don't know yet. So they want to speak about the earth, they're saying. They're giving me the end is nigh. That's where I'm starting. But they kind of, it's a little bit, obviously, tongue in cheek, we hope. Tongue in cheek. Oh my gosh, they showed me that camp that was burnt. That is not, okay, so I'm starting there. So I can see the picture of that camp that was burnt down in whatever country. I don't know if it was a camp. Well, it was a camp. Third world country. There'd already been, something had already happened. They'd homed themselves, made this camp and everything, and it burnt down. I can't remember any more about it, but I can see it. So that's where we're starting. This isn't the end, you know. There will be more. This isn't the end. This isn't the end of the burnings of the places that need to be replaced. The only way that we can the only way that we can bring about change is to take away the old, that you are not the ones who are changing. Now is the time to burn, to flood, to send in the troops, to release the people from the diabolical living that was never intended for them. The governments need to stand up now and bring in what it is the people will be needing in the future. The government needs to do this. There will be so much more devastation if the governments do not stand up to what they should be doing to help the people, not themselves. The greed is the worst of all, is the greed. The greed will fade and die. The greed will be taken from this earth. The greed will grow into monsters and be eliminated by us in the universe. Never fear, we are never far away, and we can interject. And in times of need, we can interject with the motion of the vibration of the changes that people are trying to make, that are never, were never, will never be intended for the earthly life. They are beyond what is in the greater scheme of the world's oyster. As we look down and see the Earth's surface, we are taken to the Japan. And in the Japan, as we hone in and zoom into the Japan and into the laboratories, there will be an explosion in the laboratory in the Japan. The people are, as the people culture new things for life, they will be exterminated before they become the life that you are not intended to have. They will be exterminated. As I travel down again to the Earth's surface, I am taken to the Australia. Excuse me. I am taken to the Australia, and I'm taken to the vast lands of the Australia, and I'm taken to camouflaged areas of the Australia where experiments will be taking place. As I zoom in onto the Earth, I am taken to the Russia. I am taken to the Russia. I am going into the Russia. I am going underground into the Russia. As I go underground into the Russia, there are many roads underground and pathways that lead to a central nervous system with launchers that have many times been ready to launch, but something has stopped the launches. I am also taken under the ground of the Russia to see the to be reunited with people who have disappeared over time. The people underground that are working and planning and creating and wanting to dismantle something to do with all the other countries. I have a workforce of people who have previously been taken from the earth, disappeared. You may think that they have vanished or got lost in debris when buildings have blown up, but they are underground working on what they are doing now. Genetically modified objects will turn on the modifier. The objects modified will turn on the modifier. There is a malfunction in the programming of the objects. There is a malfunctioning of the programs in the objects. I tell you this now, look out. You will see. You may not see the actual, but you will see the repercussion from it. When the grasses change colour, the earth will transverse. Bangladesh will be reborn. Asia Minor becomes Asia Major. Crippling disease. Oh, can't say that. Can't say that. European smoke will pour from the some kind of machinery has smoke billowing out of the back of it, and it looks like it's going along the ground, but then it's like pillars of smoke, not pillows, pillars of smoke rise into the universe, going up to space, and it creates some kind of a reaction. But it's like the reaction is meant to be to change something else. Vast lands in the Americas. I feel like I'm sort of hovering above England because I don't know if that's because I'm in England. It feels like I'm hovering above England and then looking down from above, but I'm sort of come lower now because I feel like I'm behind, but I know the Americas are behind, so I'm asking, and they're saying the Americas, you're going to the Americas, because I can't for somehow turn around and have a look, and I just feel it's behind me and I can't go up high enough, so it's behind me. Behind me, a real truth is to be exposed on the state of tea. I think it's Texas. The real truth is to be exposed on the state of Texas. Hidden ranches, I'm off Texas, hidden ranches with subtrails of devastation will go underground. Mountains that are blown up will reveal ancient truths that people have never seen before. Inside mountains that are blown up, there will be hidden truths from years gone by. These will be, people will try and keep these a secret, but they will come out. Hidden truths within the mountain inside the mountains will come out. Not sure what country that is. I feel I'm still in America, so I'm not sure what state. And governments will fall, governments will rise, governments will fall, governments will rise. Bye bye Biden, I can hear. Bye bye Biden. For some reason that's going to be cut short. Gangs are going to disperse. I'm being shown a place where there's lots of a certain cultures seem to gang together, and it's like they're being dispersed. They're being not dispersed forcefully. It's somehow they're just being dispersed, and there's this sense of integrating, everybody integrating more within each other's lives and cultures. Those that don't, and they still have those pockets of whatever, I don't know what the word is, they're not giving me the word because I can just see it. I can see pockets of people who cause problems and riots and things like this. Those pockets of people, something's going to happen. But the people that aren't in the pockets but still have the same thought processes and still want the changes, but they aren't in the gangs as such, they're going to just find some kind of a freedom and be able to mix and mingle with others. That's in 5 states. Healing, it's like a healing. They're showing me it as a healing, a land healing, a people healing. It will happen naturally. Nobody needs to do anything. Wyoming. Wyoming? Is that a place? Wyoming. Wyoming will make the headlines. Wyoming will make the headlines. Belfast breaches contracts. Tread tentatively. Tread tentatively. Do not move out of your space. Those who are on the guided pathway of the spiritual ilk, do not step off that pathway. Hence 2 years will come to a grinding halt. Those that the governments are placing, the governments have the plans for 2 years. 2 years from now will be one grinding halt, because the people of the lands are going to speak their voices. We must wait and see. The governments have a 2-year plan. A 2-year plan, a 2-year if the changes are if the government's plans for the next 2 years are changed, then there will be some kind of a devastation. However, at 2 years from now, the government plans will fall flat and fold, and truths again will be on earth. But it's like we need to allow 2 years of whatever the governments are giving us to that 2-year place, and then boom, something changes and the land is for the people again. I've got major goosebumps when I can see that. Major. Even on my bum where I'm sitting, major goosebumps. And if anybody's listening to this that isn't on the spiritual ink and doesn't know that when you get goosebumps, it's a resonation. 2 years. Timelines will change, vaccines will change, timelines will change, vaccines will change, but at 2 years is crucial. 2 years is crucial for the people of the lands from today. Open your hearts, open your minds. Do not believe all that you read, hear and say. If you are of that ilk to believe it, be open-minded to change, because change you are going to get. the combination of the people, of the earth, of the what's the word? The combination of the people, of the otherworldly guidance, and of the reactive responses from people's bodies will bring the change naturally, and intervention from outside sources will create the fall in many governments. 2 years. Letters will be shown. Letters, I can see written stuff being printed, that's being sent to some good. They're going to be exposed. So let's just say it could be emailed. But I'm giving letters on paper. They're saying letters, but I see it on paper as if it's printed. So it will be exposed. So, you know, watch out, you people that have sent emails of that you don't want other people to read, because they are going to be exposed. They will be exposed over the next 2 years. Watch and wait. Watch and wait. At 2 years, take action. Build up your own life. Build up yourself to be transmuted into the place that you need to be. Yeah. I'm trying to get more on the 2 years, but they don't want to give it to me now.